Coming up on this episode of SEVA TV, we dive into distance learning, clean our computers, and put an end to phone addiction. Stay tuned for all this and more on SEVA TV.
There's an audience that you can't really show with words on a paper or on a poster, but it's kind of this.
And remember, there's always good news around the corner.
And try not to get frustrated. It gets easier.
Welcome to IDX News. I'm Vanessa and I'll be your host today.
And while that is heating up, you're going to want to lay out all your ingredients.
I have never done a documentary ever in my life, and this is my first documentary.
This is going to be quite the video.
Hello and welcome. My name is Julianna and you are watching SEVA TV. This is the show where we feature educational videos made by student producers all across Sacramento County. Today, we will take a look at some of the best videos submitted to the Student Educational Video Awards. And we'll even take you behind the scenes to talk to the producers themselves. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Today, we are getting uploaded into the cloud as we explore our new virtual reality, aka distance learning. Whether you're a newbie or a digital veteran, Hailey will teach you how to be successful in distance learning.
My video basically gives, tips and tricks on how to be successful in distance learning. It's a few, internet hacks that I've learned while navigating through distance learning myself. The process that I went through in making my video was challenging, except it was very informative in the way that it taught me about myself. And my role in the production was I basically filled all of them due to the restrictions of COVID. I'm really proud of myself for stepping up to being able to do an excellent job in every single category. It was difficult, but I feel really proud with the work I've done by myself. Honestly, to make a good video, you just need curiosity and resiliency. I mean, yes, you do kind of need the ability to work a camera and to use an editing software, but really, if you just have the willingness to learn and the ability to push through challenges, anyone can really learn how to make a video.
Hello, my name is Hailey, a fellow student on this earth. Lately, our world has gone through some crazy changes, and everything has had to adjust along the way, including our school systems. I know the struggle of adjusting to online courses. So today, I will be sharing with you a few secrets that have enabled me to be successful during this time of distance learning.
First things first, set your computer to night mode. This adds an unnoticeable orange tint to your screen that reduces eye strain and headaches. This will allow you to focus more on your assignments rather than fatigue. This feature can be found in the settings of your computer software. Specific operations vary upon the type of computer. Now we're going to shift gears specifically into synchronous learning. Alarms are going to be your best friend when participating in remote learning. Set an alarm on your device to go off 5 minutes or so before each virtual class. This will ensure that you won't lose track of time and arrive late to your class. These will act like your school warning bells. Another way to make online classes more efficient is to put all your links and passwords into one virtual document. This way, all of your class information will be in one place and you can easily navigate from class to class. Here's a bonus tip. Bookmark this virtual document so it is even easier to access from your computer homepage. Now onto the topic of asynchronous learning. Using an hourly schedule can be very useful in maintaining time management. I like to plan out exactly when I will work on each assignment and specifically for how long. This has helped me to verify that I am only spending the necessary amount of time on each assignment. Make sure you also schedule break times. You don't want to get burnt out. Another useful tool that I have been utilizing for a while is timers. Setting timers can be useful in keeping up with a set hourly schedule, while also acting as a source of motivation. However, setting reasonable timers is key here. You don't want to cause this for a rushed and low-quality performance.
These asynchronous tips are universal and can be used even when we go back to in-person learning. Adjusting to unprecedented change can be stressful and nerve-wracking. With the proper skill sets, anyone can navigate through challenges and learn to be the most flexible, patient, and successful version of themselves. These skills should help in making this adjustment just a little bit easier. I wish you the best of luck in navigating your virtual events and classes. Thanks for watching my video. Bye!
Congrats! You're now on your way to becoming a tech guru. But first, you must learn the ins and outs of a Chromebook. You may also want to grab a notebook for this next one. Gracie and Lanese will show us how to use a Chromebook.
My favorite part about working on my videos is actually the editing, because to me it's really fun, but I don't like how it takes like so long to edit. But other than like the time, I really like editing. Really what I learned is that try hard on your videos and maybe you'll succeed.
Hello, my name is Lanese.
Hi, my name is Gracie.
And we know it's hard having to use a Chromebook, so today we're going to be teaching you how to use one. First things first, when you are turning on your Chromebook, don't keep pressing the on and off button. It will not turn on and not work for you. Here's an example. This student right here opened the Chromebook and kept smashing the on and off button. Do not do this, it will not turn on. Also, you may not slam on the keyboards. It may damage the keyboards and you might have to pay for it.
Here's a video of a person smashing the keyboards. Do not do this, it may break the keyboard.
Down below, you see some icons. They are your app.
Another careful and important rule is you must be very careful with the Chromebook. It is very fragile and easy to break.
You have to be able to know the controls to be able to use a Chromebook.
So now let's talk about the controls and see how to use them.
Controls are an important part of the Chromebook.
First things first, we're going to talk about copy and pasting. Copying and pasting is really easy to do and really fast. To copy, it's Control-C, and then to paste, it's Control-V.
Another important control is Control plus Shift plus Q to log out of your Chromebook.
For this control, you are supposed to do Control-T or a shortcut to open up tabs quickly, and Control-Shift plus T to close the tab.
Last and final control is really simple. To edit bookmark, all you need to do is press down and hold the control key. While holding the control key down, press the letter.
And that's all you need to know about the Chromebook. Soon you'll be an expert. Thank you guys for listening. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Don't close that Chromebook just yet, because we're just getting started. Coming up next, Emma will share her secret to making text easier to read by enabling high contrast mode.
What happens in it is that I basically give instructions on how to get onto high contrast mode, which I am using right now. It was hard to put the subtitles and cut out pieces, but the editing was definitely my favorite part.
This makes it a lot easier for people with low vision to actually read text on their computers.
The skills we need to make a good video is you just have to be committed. You have to actually want to do this, and you have to want to be good at it. You can't just go into it saying, I don't really want to I don't really want to be good, I want to be bad. No, you have to go into it saying, yeah, I'm going to be really good at this and it's going to turn out great. And then you just have a good video because you're actually committed to it. The video means a lot to me. It's the first video I actually made successfully on my own. So it means a lot to me because I'm very proud of it. It's a big accomplishment.
Hello. Today I will be showing you how to get onto high contrast mode with a keyboard shortcut on a Chromebook. As you can see, my screen is totally normal right now, but if you press Control and the magnifying glass and H at the same time, you can completely change the color of your screen. And that is how you get onto high contrast mode. High contrast mode is originally used to make text easier to read. Text on a computer or on a phone can be hard to read sometimes. High contrast mode makes it easier to read by making the text color either black or white, depending on the original color. Therefore, this makes it a lot easier for people with low vision to actually read text on their computers, in school or not.
Are you ready to impress your friends with your new tech-savvy skills during the next video call? Then follow along as Barrett shows you how to share screens on either Zoom or Google Meets.
I'm going to show you how to screen share on Zoom. So right here would be my screen that I see, and then the Spinosaurus would be the screen that you would see. So I'm going to teach you how to screen share. So you press the green button share, and then you hit desktop. And then you hit this button right here, and then hit share. And then you have your shared screen. And then to stop the share, you press stop share. Now you can share your screen on Zoom too. Back to the studio. I'm going to show you how to share your screen on Google Meets this time. So this is my Spinosaurus Spiny in this screen, and this is me in this other screen. So I'm going to show you how to share your screen on the Google Meets. So first you push present now, and then you press your entire screen. You press this button, then share, and then you have your shared, and then you have to wait for this to load, and then your screen is shared. You can do like, you can show your videos that if you've made any, your docs, your like almost, you can show anything. So to stop share, you have to hit your Google Meets, and then hit your present button, then stop the share, the present. So if Spiny pinned like the teacher, he wouldn't be able to see the presentation. So you need to unpin them to see the presentation. Back to the studio.
Now that we've been learning remotely for over a year, I'd like to know how you feel about returning to in-person school learning, but I'm not the only one. Olivia from Heron School spoke to a few of her peers to discuss their opinions on distance learning.
My video is an interview. I asked a teacher and a student that attend Heron School about their opinions on distance learning and how they are dealing with it. I want viewers to know what a teacher and a student is going through. Teachers had to recreate their lesson plans completely and make it easier for students to access them virtually. The process of my video was first to get interviews. I found some people who were up for the job and interviewed them through Zoom. Then I had to plan everything else out, write the script, storyboard, and then film. After that, I had to edit the video, which is probably the biggest part. I had to find B-roll and make the clips fit together. My favorite part was probably asking the questions and interviewing the people. Producing videos during COVID changed a lot. Normally, I would be in person with the interview subject. I would be in a classroom asking the questions in person and getting more B-roll with them in it. This time it was very hard to get B-roll with them because I was not near them. I was interviewing them through Zoom. More than 50 million students attend public and private schools in the U.S. Last March, a vast majority of them transitioned to online learning when COVID-19 forced them to lock their doors to protect against the virus, making kids learn virtually. Teacher and student experiences are wide-ranging. So what is it like for teachers and students at Heron School after almost 7 months into distance learning? Let's find out. I asked a fellow student, Jaden Hernandez, how he is dealing with distance learning.
I'm Jaden Hernandez. I'm in 8th grade.
What is your opinion overall on distance learning?
It's very different because it kind of feels like homeschooling because like we're at home, but we're still doing school at the same time. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Jessica Murphy, a teacher at Heron School, agrees with Jaden.
I don't like it. I miss my kids. I miss having you guys all in my classroom and getting to hang out, ask questions, and have a little bit more personal relationship with each and every one of you guys. Plus, getting to see you guys' smiling faces is way better in person than on a computer.
Teachers were expected to design remote learning plans quickly. Jessica Murphy explains that she had to adjust her teaching strategies, that a lot of her lessons are now very different.
Distance learning overall has affected me just like it's affected everybody else. It's hard.
Of course, we all miss school and the real connections with teachers and students, and hope to go back to normal soon. Meanwhile, though, I asked them both if they have any tips on how to stay focused during online lessons.
Something I would recommend is to turn off your phone and just like stay focused on your class and stuff. Because like that's kind of affected me. It's helped me focus a lot more.
The biggest one that I've noticed is trying to make sure that your video is on, because if your video is on, then you tend to pay a little bit more attention. You're not so disengaged. And then the other part is just making sure that you are really, really focusing on just the Zoom meeting. Don't be focused on YouTube or video games or having the TV on in the background. Just focusing on the Zoom meeting allows you to listen to the teacher's words and not just hear it in the back of your mind.
As you can tell, to be a successful distance learner, you have to be self-disciplined and be able to work well independently. Both teachers and students are affected by online learning, and I hope you follow the tips provided. Thank you for watching and stay safe.
After spending so much time in front of a webcam during video calls, you must be feeling like a star by now. So why not pick up a camera and create some of your own videos for a change? Josh is a writer, director, and editor, and he's going to share his process on how to make a video.
I want to give aspiring filmmakers like myself maybe a place to start if they don't know where to start off yet. And I like to make videos, and I thought that it would be a fun idea to sort of show my process because it's something that I hadn't really done before. My favorite part was probably the editing process. I really like editing, and I really like getting to put together all the footage and the audio and syncing it all up together to make one really nice project. I was the only person who worked on the project. I used some stock media, but for the most part I gathered pretty much all the footage. I used plenty of my own pictures and my own resources, and I did the voiceover and I performed on camera and I wrote the video and I storyboarded it. So I did everything. I was every role in the production.
Oh, hi. Oh, I'm just writing a script for a video I'm working on. Say, do you want to know how I put together a video? Okay, I'll show you. Let's go. Step one is coming up with an idea. I like to write down a bunch of ideas in a notebook and then come back to them later. I'm not going to make any of these you see on the screen because I already have a specific idea in mind.
Step 2 is writing a script. I use the demo version of Fade-In, which is a screenwriting software, but using special software isn't always necessary. I've used Google Docs before, which is much easier to collaborate on if you're writing a script with multiple people, and it works well if you're already familiar with screenwriting formatting. Step 3 is to plan out your shots. Now there are a couple ways you can do this. You can either just write down which shots you're gonna do, like medium close-up of this thing and where you're gonna do it, or you can storyboard it out, which I like to do when I have the time. You see the storyboard for this video on screen right now. Step 4 is just sort of a general preparation for filming. Figure out where you're going to film and which costumes and props you're going to use. Step 5 is going out to film. More often than not, I just film at home, but filming on location can be fun too, if quite a bit more difficult. If you can't film on location, a green screen is almost always a good alternative. Try to get lots of different angles and make sure your camera is steady. If you're getting audio, bring a microphone or record in a quiet place, which probably wouldn't be on location. Step 6 is editing. Once you've gathered the footage, it's time to cut it down, put it together, and make it into a single video. I use Adobe Premiere, but WeVideo is a good free to cheap alternative that runs in your web browser. Then you're done. Save the finished video to your device and upload it, wherever you'd like to share it.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Cyberbullies may find it easy to say mean and hurtful comments while hiding behind a screen, but it's important to consider how your words may affect others, especially during distance learning. Olivia shares how cyberbullies affect students who have already been isolated by the pandemic.
It's about cyberbullying, and it shows many different people getting cyberbullied and the effects of it, and also resources that you can use to help with cyberbullying. It was definitely a very hard process. I didn't have my friends with me to film, and so they had to film some of the parts on their own, so it was definitely very difficult, but I definitely liked talking with them and working on it with them. I just learned how difficult it is to make a video and all the different camera shots and angles and just how to make a good video.
Cyberbullying is terrible. It can really hurt people's self-esteem and confidence. I am here today to show you are not alone when you are being cyberbullied. There are many others out there struggling with it too.
That is so rude. Why would anybody say that?
So mean.
I was bullied really badly, and it really hurt my feelings. They said a lot of really mean things.
If you are being cyberbullied or any other type of bullying, make sure you go talk to someone you trust.
With all the use your computer is probably getting these days, it is important to clean out your computer from time to time, just like you do your room, right? Follow along as Namir shows us how to clean your computer.
My name is Namir and I attend Barrett Middle School. I showed people how to clean their PC properly with each step. So to start out cleaning your PC, make sure it's turned off. I had to retake every shot a couple times to get it the perfect how I wanted it. And then when you realize it looks better, that's probably the best feeling for me. The skills you need to make a good video is just have an imagination, to be honest. My teacher, Mr. Darrow, was really impactful to me and for my filming career because when I started out, I didn't know much of editing, I didn't know how to film, and he basically just taught me all that, and that really helped me. So people my age have been saving up and buying these PC towers, and we've been mainly using them for work, school, and sometimes gaming. But it's important to clean them, so today I'm going to be showing you how to clean your PC. So the tools that I usually use is some compressed air, some wipes, and a screwdriver. So to start out cleaning your PC, make sure it's turned off and make sure to unplug it from the back. So after you shut it down and unplugged it, make sure to unscrew the screws to open up the side panel. After you unscrew it, make sure to take all the screws and the side panel and put it somewhere where you will not lose it. So after you've opened the side panel and you have all your stuff ready, you get your compressed air and use it to where the places where it seems like there's dust, and make sure that it goes out. So after you've cleaned all the inside of your PC, you're gonna get your wipes, lift your PC up a little bit, and you're gonna wipe where under it to get all that dust out. So after you finish all the cleaning, you're gonna get your side panel and screw it back in. Now when you've finished everything, you can just plug it back in and you're ready to go.
I want to remind you to step away from the screen every once in a while to go outside and get some fresh air. Your body needs it after sitting at the computer all day. So join Lyla and get out there and exercise.
In my video, I talk about the importance of exercising at home. While making my video, I had to film the B-roll, and then I had to write a narrative and record the narrative. Then I had to edit it. My favorite part of the process was probably the editing part because it was the most enjoyable. To make a good video, you need to be very persistent and persevere, definitely, because you'll definitely get a bunch of things wrong and you might have to redo it over and over again, but you still need to persevere through it. Video, I think, is just another way of expressing yourself, like art or music. It's just a different way of expressing yourself. And when you create a video, you can put your own creativity into it, and it affects your friends and family because they can watch the video and they can kind of basically it's like hearing a song that you wrote. It's allowing them to see you being creative.
Many people are spending more time on a computer and lack activity throughout the day. Get out and move. It's easy, keeps you healthy, and makes you happy. Exercising regularly can help you strengthen your bones and your muscles.
Without being able to see our friends in person all year, many of us have become extra dependent on social media to keep in touch. However, as Maya points out, phone addiction can create some serious mental health issues. Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode of SEVA TV. Thank you for joining us, and remember, if you'd like to see more student videos or you want to find out how you can enter into the SEVAs, check out our website at secctv.org. I'm Julianna. Thanks for watching.